Yo, what's up? My name is Montel. I go by Monty, and we're gonna have a in-depth discussion on relationship in 2015. So today I gathered here is we have one, two, three, four, five lovely women. I'm gonna give them a chance to quickly go around, state their name, and then we're gonna break down how relationships have changed over the years, and now what is a new age relationship? Because people look at it and think the same old traditions still apply to 2015. So,
My name is Yulene.
My name is Desiree.
My name is Tia.
Nicole.
And I'm Candace.
okay. So first, what I want to start off is just quickly, like once again, what is your simple, very simple? What is your idea of a man?
Someone that's thoughtful and romantic.
In my mind, I would just think somebody that's strong.
I would say a protector, a provider, and a professor.
Protector, provider, professor. That's a T-shirt right there. All right.
Family oriented and a nation builder. Okay, I would say probably a man who is loyal and who can communicate.
Okay. So one question, since I have the ladies here, is with the change in power, because a lot of today, especially black men, are not getting the jobs, not working, so it's kind of where black women are getting elevated, getting a lot better positions. Not just saying that black men aren't, it's just black women are growing at a faster rate than black men. So how does that transition in a relationship when you're talking finances, money? How do you feel about if you made 70,000 and your boyfriend made 30,000? He's Burger King. Not even Burger King. He's just whatever. And his ambitions is only so far. Like, I mean, he can only see outside of his vision and scope. I'm not saying he might be a mechanic and that's just what he loves to do. 30,000 suits him. So how does 70,000 play in? Does that become a power structure? Do you battle for position?
I think you do end up battling for position when when the female is making more money than the man. But I don't think that's something that should be used against him because he is making less than you. When you're in a relationship with someone, you guys are there to help and support and build each other up and not put each other down. So I don't think it's something that should look down upon. Although some women do, because some women do like money. They want someone who is financially stable and they have that security knowing that he can take care of you from all aspects. But I mean more so financially.
Okay, all right. And personally, how I feel is money. It becomes in a relationship, it needs to be evolved because the relationship currency as a guy I listen to Zoe, he likes to state is that it changes because what money used to be, that, like she said, provide and protector, that used to be acquired with money and men used to make the money. But now since the roles have shifted, men and women have to refigure out what the new relationship currency is. Just because he's not making more, he may be able to stay home when you have a kid and things like that. But it's never viewed upon that. It's always viewed as the men should go out and bring home the bacon, which you want to be as a man, you want to provide, but you got to figure out, you got to understand as a man, you got to find ways you can provide and not let society base on you by a paycheck. Because like if you're really going to be based on your manhood on a paycheck, then you're not really standing as a man. You're standing as you're standing on the basis of economics, and that's not really how you do family. So next question, or next set. What are the effects of relationships on children in 2015? A big point that I have, and I know a lot of times ladies disagree, I think women hold more responsible for single motherhood than men. And only into the way it's been pushed into society because you have the court system against the men, child support, things of that nature. When I ask women, like, hey, why did you choose that man? Or why did you think he left? And always hear, well, he changed. He wasn't like this at first. And it's always questioned. He was like, well, at what point did you know him enough to realize he would change? It was after you have a kid, you find out he changes. Is that the point that you really get to know the person? So it's like, do you feel that it's a fair assumption that men kind of get a double standard as when it comes to, I'm trying to articulate this well, but are you kind of getting the drift? All right. Nika, I know you can. I'll let you tackle this one.
think the problem is that we're not honest with each other, and especially ourselves. Women are honest with themselves, men are honest with themselves, so we both just lost. The women, because I know from experience, whenever I chose the father of my child, at that time when it was fresh and new, we had just broke up. I'm like, he changed. But the more I became more honest with myself, I was like, no, he was the same. You were just lost. Like, so it's our choosing. It's most definitely our choosing. But it's not only that. The men are honest with themselves as far as men have never been taught how to treat women, how to build families, how to, so they're lost. They don't know how to do these things. They don't know how to approach it.
So let me bring that full back. So with the rate of single black kids being raised by women, when she's naming all of these deficiencies that men don't know how to treat women, know how to raise family, but these are the women who are raising these young men. So you're like, when you go out, so when you're pushing out the product, you basically, it's like black women are pushing out a product they wouldn't even want to date, and yet they putting it on the world and then complaining about it. So as a black man, you got to understand, it's like, well, this is where we're learning it from, and then y'all going to turn around and dog is out for it. Now you got a point. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, the difference is that I feel like when you run into those situations, you have men and women who are broken. And when they're both broken, because more than likely a woman doesn't learn what type of man to go for until she has that father presence. Because that father sets that standard of what she will eventually know as a man. So if that woman doesn't know what a man is or what that man is supposed to look like, so if she runs into a guy who she gathered out of the blue and said, oh, this is the type of person I think that I like, and she goes after that, and then she realizes later on that, hey, I'm not sure if this is right, but this is what my mom has shown to me. So then she does that same cycle, and the same thing with the man. The man may not have a woman role or know how to love a woman. So you have two people that get together and have different expectations, and those expectations are never met. One, because they're never talked about and discussed.
Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is expectation. When I go out, I'm very observant. When I go out, I people out. I can see how people display themselves or do things. And when I see chicks who constantly have like ass shots, like all you do is showing, or titties hanging out, or some kind of promoting sex, yet they want a circle. Me personally, if you got like more than like 20 pictures of you showing your ass and titties, I don't respect you at all. And when I meet you and approach you, I will not. It's going to be the same. It's going to be like, I'm gonna treat you as you put yourself out to be.